It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Kappa. Ready.
A first run now for Kyren Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
5-9, back 80, block.
Here's Herbert. That one out wide and intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd and 6. Right back to Tracy. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Tracy going to get her on 1st down. And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing, dart. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Caught. It's Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Herbert now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Bobby, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, camp.
Herbert. This one swung out to Williams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Lion.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Los Angeles.
Run. Set. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Camp. Baylor Tiger.
Out of the gun, Herbert. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, 28 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Escapes the defender. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 60 back. 60. Track 60. Warrior 70.
Here's Dart. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Giants have retaken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Panthers 60. Panthers, go.
On the run is Tracy to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Ready.
To the air, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To throw is Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Formation for the Giants.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Rams take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Cowboy 80.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Rams 21, Giants 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Theo
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Dart. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawks 78.
Here's Tracy. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbrain. He'll get it to the 40. Broke the tackle there to get some extra yardage. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out the field. You're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. Oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Throwing his Dart. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, trap 60.
Dart going to look to throw here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-17. Just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36. Dart going to give the scan a move. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 33 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert, quick pass out wide. This is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Set. Lady. Route.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Why do we not? 59, 59. 21. Go.
They snapped it to Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First down, here's Scalaboo. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Throwing his dart. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. To throw. Dart. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 25-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands
of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
38 yards. That's another Rams first down. 38 yards on the play. And the Rams.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 27. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
York able to send this one through. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Dart. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
From the gun, Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 79 yards. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try, good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
34. Rams 24.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Herbert. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Herbert now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Garrett Wilson, 38 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw now, Dart. Throwing it in traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And it's blocked. And the Rams have got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Herbert. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Wilson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw, Dart. Catch made by Slayton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. This is 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd down. Herbert to throw. Pass complete there to McCool. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's a 2nd and 7. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Herbert going to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
5-9, 5-9.
Now Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Throwing, Herbert. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The Rams are Super Bowl bound as champions of the NFC. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came into who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and